Hi there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. So this video has actually been requested by a few people on the back of my review of this guy, the Clone Wars Darth Maul. In that video I didn't compare him to the original Darth Maul from the Phantom Menace. Now I know obviously they're not the same figures, but it would be good to sort of get a nice comparison of the two figures to see how far they've come with the head sculpt and things like that. Also, Tyler from the SWTVC Instagram group, when I first put the images of this guy up on Instagram, he asked me if I could try putting the head of this one onto the Phantom Menace figure to see if it fit and to see if it improved this figure. So we're going to do that. If you haven't seen my posts on Instagram and you don't follow me on there, then this will be the first time you've seen me do this. So let's take a quick look at the figures first of all, just to compare the two. And if you do happen to enjoy the video, of course, drop a like down below. So there you go, there's the two figures. We're going to take the lightsabers away in a second and take a look at those and compare those as well. And we're going to get a nice close-up on the two head sculpts and the paint and things like that, and really just dive into the differences. Of course, the bodies are going to be different because this one has the mechanical legs and this one doesn't. This is obviously from the Phantom Menace. And as I'm sure you're aware, this one on the left came with a rather ragged cloak, which I don't like. I never display him with that cloak, so that's packed away, so you won't see that. But this one here, this is how the figure came. If you haven't seen the review of that, it is on the channel. But let's take the lightsabers away and get them nice and close up so you can see the detail on the two head sculpts and we can compare them. Okay then, so here's the two head sculpts right in front of you here, and just to let you know, the figures are pretty much the same height. It's just this one looks a bit taller because obviously the oversized horns make him look a bit taller, and that for me is one of the best things about the figure on the right, is that they've made the horns more accurate and more in proportion with the rest of his head. They do have a slight different facial expression, and this one looks so much more like Ray Park in my opinion. Even though this one is based on the Clone Wars animated version, and I know they do like realistic interpretations, I remember the Hasbro team saying that they actually stretched out his face a tiny weeny bit to make him sort of in between animated and real. But to me, it just looks like Ray Park. I just think they've done an absolutely stunning job on here, and you know, we're getting some super close-up images here, and you can just really see the detail of the paintwork on the head. I think the colour is more accurate as well, and of course with the smaller horns, it has a more accurate paint job on the horns as well, whereas these ones occasionally have a little bit of overspill. If we look at the back of the head as well, you can just see the stark difference. No red paint on the horns, at the bottom of the horns, but there is on this one. So much better. Now, one big complaint that I always had with the Phantom Menace figure is that he always looks like he's looking down, and for some reason the head just doesn't want to look up. It just can't go that far up. So to me, he always looks like he's looking down, even if you've got it fully extended to the back. When he's posed, he looks like he's looking down like that. So when we come to head swap these, you will see that he still does look down a little bit, but because the figure already does that, it really doesn't make any difference. And you're going to see in a second how much this figure gets improved by putting this head on there. So there's the comparisons of the figure. Of course, this one has the bare chest with the tattoo and everything, and this one's more covered up. And I think the Phantom Menace one just looks just slightly bigger because obviously his garments are more sort of puffed out and what have you. But they are the same height. Alright, I'm going to show you how to head swap these guys because they do have a different connection. So this one has just like a ball, and this one has a little barbell. So it has like two balls on the end of a little thing. One in the neck, one in the head, which is why you can get lots of different motion with this figure. So we're going to pop this head off first, and then this one. Alright then, so there is the body without the head, and as you can see there, it's just a little tiny hole, and that is where this little joint goes in. But as you can see, the other end of it is stuck in the head, and it is a bit of a job to get out. You're going to need some tweezers or some pliers, and you know, be very careful not to crush that little ball there. Once you've done it, you'll end up with a little piece like that, and then the head with nothing in it, and then that little hole there in his head is going to be perfect for this one. So we'll pop this one off here, and And we'll plonk this head on there. Alright then, so there it is with the new head on the older body. And as you can see, it really does look very, very good. The only thing that I would say is that his neck is on the short side, I guess. But as I mentioned before, when you have this figure with the normal head on, he looks like he's looking down anyway. So he doesn't look like he's got much of a neck when you're looking front on anyway. But you can really see there, look at the angles of the head. It looks absolutely superb. Let's get some light on there for you. And the eyes and everything. And that for me is the definitive Phantom Menace Darth Maul. It really is. If we put the old head next to it, you'll really see the difference. That is just phenomenal. Such a great head sculpt, that one, and on this body. So you're possibly going to want to pick up 2 Clone Wars Darth Mauls to stick that head on this figure to give yourself the definitive Phantom Menace Darth Maul. Now, I'm not going to attempt to put this head on the other guy's body, to put that barbell in there, because I don't want to not be able to get it back out again. But essentially, you can just see the difference if I just place it on like that. Not great at all. So it just really shows you how far they've come, Hasbro. I mean, obviously, this was the photo-real version of Darth Maul, but as we know, he came out originally in 2012, I believe, 2011, 2012. So you can really see the improvements that they've made in the last, what, 9 years or so. Ever so quickly, let's compare the lightsabers. So the lightsaber with the Clone Wars version is actually longer than the Phantom Menace in terms of the blades, even though the hilts are longer on the Phantom Menace version. And as you can see, he has half silver, half gunmetal grey for the Clone Wars version. I believe that, did he get that from Savage Press? It's been a very long time since I've seen those episodes of the Clone Wars, but so there you go. There's the 2 lightsabers, and this one's more of a deeper red than this one, and it's a thinner blade at the beginning, whereas this one sort of has that sort of burning effect. Again, I much prefer the new one. Alright then guys, that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you the comparison of the Darth Mauls, and for my mate Tyler from the SWTVC group, he wanted to see this figure with the Clone Wars Darth Maul head. He's seen some pictures, but now you can see the actual figure moving around and on camera. So there you go. Alright then guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you going to be buying 2 of these to do what I've done there and put the Clone Wars head onto the Phantom Menace Darth Maul? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, we'll see you on the next one.